good, everybody? You're talking to your boy. All rights reserved. R for Christ. Subscribe, like, hit that like and subscribe button like crazy. Let's get it in. Chrisean Rock and Blueface are continually in the media because these two are having relationship type issues and drama, and it's almost like a play. And like they have a fight, then they're good. They have a fight, then they're good. They have a fight, then they're good, which is a mimicry of real life if you think about it, because we have issues with our loved ones directly with us, and then we're good, like on and off things. If you go through that thing, you gotta somehow get control of it because those things get out of control when you continually have these issues. And Chrisean and Blueface has continually been amping up. The only thing, the violence he's done has not been against her. That's the only difference. I will say that he has not done violence to her. He has done it to other people in their vicinity, but also their stars. Understand, people are on their tip everywhere they go. They can't go anywhere in peace. And you got to expect that when you're a star. When you step into that limelight, you got to know what it comes with. You got to expect that your privacy is going to be broken whenever you have it. And Chrisean has been out of line with Blueface, like been physical, all type of things, trying to break stuff, trying to do things. Like she's just overall what they want to see the ratchet female in the future that no man wants to deal with. No man wants to deal with that. If you got a hand problem and you're a female, you can't keep your hands to yourself, you need to really go and check yourself because you didn't like a man beat you upside the head, because that's the result of most these occurrences. They have men that are attacking them, are handsy with them, so they get handsy back. And therefore they're handsy in general. So when they get into situations with other men or in the future and things, they feel like they gotta be handsy to prove a point. But you don't. All you need to do is be you. So most men are built like men. That's not manly if you feel you gotta be hands on with another man, because as a woman, that's not manly. Like for that situation to occur. And I say this from knowing what that comes with. And I know, here's what I want to say for a lot of guys doing it. I know the woman's doing stuff to do it. Understand that's a Jezebel spirit. We talked about that. Jezebel spirits encounter women and cause them to do things that cause derision, or cause them to say things that cause a fight, or cause them just overall to have a personality that's quarreling, that's conflicting. It's a conflicting spirit. Now, this spirit you cannot be part of. You got to separate yourself, and you got to think as God made you, a man of logic and a man of goodwill and a man of good stewardship. Again, that word stewardship. You got to have the stewardship in your communication, and communication got to be prime when you got to let it be known, yo, you got to chill out. You got to, like, yo, I got stuff going on. You really got to chill. And I mean, sometimes that works, sometimes it don't. But if it don't, then you know what you got to do. You got to make some moves. You got choices to make. You're in a situation you can't be a part of, because if Blueface puts his hands on her, he's going to do way more time than he's about to do. And he's about to do mad time, like a calendar or something, for the shooting thing, allegedly. Allegedly, this was being interpreted to me. He has a way out, but he's fighting his way out right now. But if it doesn't work and he breaks probation, now allegedly, he has a probation he's dealing with. If he breaks this probation, he's going to have way more time he's sitting down because of her dealing with the situation. Remember, she's conflicting, causing things. Yes, it doesn't cause the conflict between him and other men, but understand he's not in his right mind because you are not allowing him to think competently or gain sense of what's going on around him to think, let's say, productively to make success happen for the both of you. You need to give him some space to think that way. He needs to understand that. He needs to vocalize that. He's not vocalizing that. You guys keep ending up in situations. I have you guys on a different story every other week. That's why I don't even really talk about them. They're in the news like crazy. In the news? You're in the news because you two are conflicted? Come on now. How many times did y'all make the news? And y'all are celebrities. Y'all are celebrated in this earth. Like, really? And you can't get it together to have a competent relationship where she's calm, she's doing what she has to do. Like, you can't let her know, like, yo, put it in check. Like, or being Blueface and as wealthy as you quote unquote are, as it claims your worth is online, why don't you go get a situation where you don't have to fight? I don't understand it. You can choose anything you want. I get it. You're in that situation, and you guys are a household name. You use your conflict and made it joyous, made it interesting, made it appealing to certain audiences in this platform that we call social media. You guys did that. So now that you did that, you got to keep up this thing and going back and forth, back and forth. I mean, goodness gracious, you guys got to get control. You're going to get out of control and do something very, you can't take it back to one another. One of you is going to do something you can't take back. Chrisean, I'll call in first because she is very wild. Chrisean is out of her mind. She's doing something every time I turn around. I'm like, goodness gracious, does this girl ever get out the media? You legit are in the media every month, man. You every month there's a story with you doing something. And I'm like, man, he's taking a lot. And as men, we take a lot. You get me? We're built to take a lot. We're created to take a lot, as we should. But in that case, you guys dealing with it, it's getting to a level of dangerousness, of dangerous, okay? It's getting to a different type of level. And this is where you don't want to be, because the moment you get there, you're now you now might as well call it a brawl. You might as well sell tickets and have a boxing match, because you guys are headed there. You got to get things controlled environment. Blueface, this is your job as the man. It is you. You got to get control of the situation. If she's can't help but fight you, fist fight, you got to get out of there, man. You can't be around that. You already are about to understand you're on probation. About any mess up, you go with the jail. And son, you're not doing a little bit of time. You're gonna do the full amount of time. And that and it was a violent crime you're charged with against that gentleman. Understand, and it happened to be with a weapon that you could not have, sir. She's going to get you caught up in a situation where you can't rewind time. I'm telling you, you need to think competently. I'm trying to hook you up with this info. You're young, I know. You got to think. Look, I'm telling you, you need to think, and you need to have a serious conversation with her. No cameras. This, we got to talk. And period. Like, yo, you're going to get me locked up. And if that's what she's aiming to do, you got to be out. You got to bounce. You know what it is. It's your guy. All rights reserved, but it's for Christ only. You know how we rock.